You know that feeling when someone keeps begging the universe for consequences, and the universe finally answers? Now crank that feeling up to 1,000, throw in a pair of shiny handcuffs, and you've got the spectacular collapse of Jack Doherty, a downfall so dramatic you couldn't script it better if you tried. This is a guy who went from waving stacks of cash like party favors and flexing supercars he barely knew how to drive, to getting arrested on stream, kicked off every platform that actually pays money, and slowly watching his income evaporate while he hides out at his parents' house trying to convince everyone he's still up. Because Jack didn't just fall off. He got steamrolled by reality. And reality does not negotiate. So let's rewind to where everything started publicly falling apart, Miami. Jack was out there doing what he always does, causing chaos for clicks. Promoting some shady gambling site, stopping traffic, yelling, clowning around with his entourage, basically checking every box on the "please arrest me" checklist. His bodyguards beside him, he's got cameras rolling, and Jack is in full "I'm invincible" mode. Then the cops pull up, and suddenly the vibe shifts. For the first time in Jack's life, someone with real authority steps in, and his giant security guard can't do a thing about it. You can literally see it on Jack's face. He knew instantly. This time, money doesn't help. Clout doesn't help. Nothing helps. They cuff him on stream, and the internet absolutely detonates. Jack Doherty in jail starts trending like it's a national holiday. But getting arrested was only the start. Jack gets hit with felony possession of amphetamines, a third-degree felony in Florida. On paper, that carries up to 5 years in prison and a $5,000 fine. Add on a weed charge for about 20 grams, plus resisting without violence, and suddenly this kid's entire invincible prank god persona evaporates. Now, before anyone celebrates him doing hard time, let's be realistic, he's a first-time offender. Florida courts rarely lock up first-timers unless there's intent to distribute or violence. He's almost definitely looking at probation, maybe 6 months to a year. But here's the part Jack absolutely doesn't want to hear. Probation can wreck your lifestyle. Judges can hit him with drug tests, counseling, travel restrictions, and even rules about what type of content he's allowed to film. They can legally bar him from making the reckless, borderline illegal pranks that built his career. Imagine Jack Doherty on probation, unable to cause chaos for content. That's not a punishment. That's career extinction. And while he's fighting criminal charges, there's another threat creeping up behind him. Jack's ex, McKinley Richardson, could easily take him to civil court, and she has more than enough ammo. Nothing's been filed yet, but the door is wide open. With Jack's arrest proving instability and reckless behavior, McKinley's lawyers have a perfect setup. If everything she claimed is true, from pressuring her to start an OnlyFans, to taking 50 to 70% of her earnings, to humiliating her publicly at that staged wedding, that's not just shady behavior. That's legally explosive. We're talking emotional distress, coercive contracts, invasion of privacy, and even defamation. Her lawyers could walk into court and say, "Your Honor, look at this man's behavior, felony charges, repeated dangerous conduct. Our client needs protection." Boom. Restraining order granted. Civil suit becomes a slam dunk. And since Jack was allegedly raking in nearly $500,000 a month from her content, the damages could be massive. But financial disaster doesn't stop there. Jack has been banned or suspended from almost every platform that paid his bills. Kick dropped him permanently after the McLaren crash, and that alone cost him $70,000 a month. He tried sneaking into TwitchCon and got slapped with a year-long suspension. YouTube is still up, but every new video is getting cooked in the comments, dislikes piling up, views tanking. People aren't watching for entertainment anymore, they're watching for the collapse. His only remaining options are tiny crypto platforms nobody uses, basically the digital version of being exiled to the shadow realm. Meanwhile, his expenses stayed sky-high. The mansion rent, supercar payments, bodyguard salaries, the constant lifestyle flexing, he was burning about $90,000 a month. That only made sense when he was pulling in huge money. Now, the math doesn't math. And what does Jack do after getting released from jail? He shows up at a nightclub wearing a custom t-shirt, with his mugshot on it. He gets on stream talking about how traumatic jail was, all 24 hours of it, while bragging about the drugs that got him arrested in the first place. He even admits he hasn't slept in days and basically credits Adderall for his success. He's giving prosecutors a highlight reel of probation violations before he's even sentenced. His friends aren't helping either, they're enabling the chaos because they need the content. Meanwhile, major creators have cut him off. Even Aiden Ross banned him from clubs. Right now, Jack is staring down felony charges, platform exile, financial freefall, and potentially a devastating lawsuit. And he's back in his childhood bedroom trying to hold on to the last scraps of relevance. But here's the truth. Jack Doherty didn't just lose everything. He threw it away. And the internet isn't sympathetic, it's entertained. This is what happens when consequences finally catch the person who thought they'd never show up. Let me know in the comments what you think happens next with Jack Doherty.